At the beginning of the story, we see a boy named Denz, who was in a strange place. Here Denz was about to open a door, but at the same time his eyes open and we know that Denz was dreaming all these things. He is very poor and lives in a very small and unkempt house. At the same time, Denz has a lot of debt left by his dad, and Dunji sells many of his body parts to eliminate that debt. At the same time, Dunji tells us that he has sold one of his ponies, but in return, Dunji did not get much money. And because of this, Denji is very depressed, and Denji was thinking about his debt. Then Denji's stomach, which is actually a devil, he realizes that there is another devil around him. And seeing this, Dunji immediately goes to eliminate the devil with Pakshta. Here we learn that Dungi performs many different tasks, as well as killing the devil, which earns him some money. Here Dungi stars his chainsaw and cuts and destroys that tomato-like looking devil. Then the boss of the Yuja gang comes to Dungi, and he starts to give Denz money in exchange for killing the devil, but here he cuts off a lot of Banda Denz's money due to debt, because the Yakuza's debt was on Denz's father. He thinks that even today, he will have to work by eating only bread. This is where a boy asks the Yakuza boss, "Sir, why do you choose Denz to kill the devil every time?" This is what he says: "I do this so that Denz can pay off the debt I owe to Denz's dad." After hearing this, the boy comes to Denz and tells him that if you eat this cigarette, I will give you 100 yen, and when he hears about money, Denz eats that cigarette, which makes us know that Denz needs money very much, and he can do anything for money. Here now the boy gives money to Denz, then the Yakuza boss tells Denz that after getting the second devil, I start eating information from you and think when his life will finally become like ordinary people, and when he will be able to make girlfriends like others and romance with him. Then we are shown a scene from the past, where when Denz's dad committed suicide without paying the debt, the Yakuza boss threatens Denz and says, "If you don't arrange money for me by tomorrow, I will kill you here." After listening to such things of the Yakuza boss, Dunji breaks down a lot. Then he sees Pochi here, who thinks of Dunji as his enemy and tries to attack him, but then Denj sees the injury on Pachta's body. He died due to excessive bleeding. Dungi does not like this at all and asks Denz Pakta that you cut me because the wounds of the devil are healed by drinking human blood. After saying this, Dunji gives his blood to Pakta, but then Dunji tells Pakta that I did not give this blood to you like this, and you will always have to help me in exchange for my blood. In this way, Dunji and Pakta become friends, and together they start killing the devil. The story goes back to the present time where Dunji tells Pakta his dream and says, "I just want to eat jam on bread once and go on a date with a girl." Here Dunji was telling his dream to Pakta that only then blood starts coming out of his mouth, and seeing this Dunji gets very scared. He realizes that he has the same disease that his mother had. Then the Yakuza boss begins to take Dungi with him to kill the devil once again. Here the Yakuza boss comes with the Dunji to a secluded place where the Dunji does not see any devil. Then the Yakuza boss tells the Dungi was listening to all this when a devil zombie attacked Dungi and put a sword in his and Pakshta's stomach. And then the Yakuza boss told Denz, "I want all the devil's powers to get me here." Yakuza boss is captured by the zombie boss, and he tells the zombie devil Dange that I hate devil hunters, that is people like you, so now I will kill you. Yakuza boss attacks Dungi with all his zombies. Here Dunji tries to escape, but all the zombies catch him and start killing him badly. And now, all the zombies cut Dunji's body into pieces and throw him in the dustbin, and they also kill Pakshta. And then, Dunji's blood goes into Pakshta's mouth. And because Pakshta was a devil, he starts to recover from his blood, and Pakshta starts to remember all the moments he spent with Denj. Listening to all these things here, Pakshta starts to heal Denz's body, and at the same time makes a deal with Pakta Dunji and says, "I always like to hear about your dreams. That is why I will now give you my heart and make you alive, and you in turn will show me your dream fulfilled." Now, Pakta gives his heart to Dunji, and in doing so, Dunji is completely cured, and Pakshta also comes inside Dunji. Then the Yakuza boss and all the zombies see Dunji alive again and start attacking him from behind. But now, Dunji is holding on to the chain of Pakshta inside him, and in doing so, the chain comes out of Denz's hand and head, and Dungi becomes a chainsaw man and starts killing all the zombies. Here now, Dungi begins to eliminate all the zombies and Yakuza bosses. The Yakuza boss tries to escape from the Dungi, but the Dungi had become too powerful, and he cuts the Yakuza boss into 2 pieces and destroys it. At the same time, Dungi also eliminates all zombies. Then we see a devil hunter named Makima, who came to this place with some of her companions to kill the zombie devil, and here Makima is very much surprised when she sees all the zombies dead. At the same time, Maki sees Ma Dungi as her chainsaw man and realizes that he has killed all the zombies. That is why Ma's Makima does not say anything to Dungi. Here, Dungi sees Makima and tells her to hug me, and as soon as Makima hugs Dungi, then Dungi comes back to his human form. Here, Maki gives Ma Dungi 2 options, and says that if you stay with me as a human being, I will leave you and take full care of you. And Dungi immediately agrees to this thing after hearing this option. Then, Makima starts to bring Dungi with her to the Hunter Association. But here Makima tells Dungi that you have to say yes to me every time because I do not like the dog who does not do it. Dungi does not understand whether Makima is a good girl or bad, and Makima gives her shirt to Dungi without clothes, which makes Dungi even more confused. It is here that Makima also brings Dungi to a restaurant to feed him, and asks Denji what happened to you, to which Dungi tells Makima that I had a pet devil, and he gave me his heart, and he himself died. Hearing this, Makima is shocked, and says that this has never happened before in history. After this, Makima also feeds Dungi with her own hands, and Dungi becomes very happy after eating well for the first time. He asks Makima, how do you like boys? Beyond which Makima tells Dungi, I like boys like you. On hearing this, Dungi becomes completely obsessed with Makima, and comes to the Devil Hunter's headquarters with Makima and thinks that if Makima continues to work with me, then one day she can become my girlfriend. Dens was very happy when he thought that Makima had introduced Dens to a devil hunter named Aki, and told Dens that from now on you will work with Aki. Dungi is very shocked to hear this, and he insists on working with Makima. Then Makima tells Denji that if you do all the work well, we will be able to work together soon. Dens agrees to work with Aki. On the way, Dens asks Aki if Makima has a boyfriend. Aki takes Dens to a place and starts beating him very badly and tells him, I know that you have come here for Makima, so you leave this hunter's job and run away from here. After talking so much, Aki starts to leave from here. Then Dunya gets angry and attacks Aki and says that for the first time in my life, I have been treated like a human being, so I cannot leave him at your behest. After this, Dens comes to Makima again with Aki and tells her that we had found a devil on the way who broke both of Aki's walnuts, and then both of them refused to work with each other. And then Makima asks them to work together. At the same time, Makima tells them that Dunji is a very special devil, and if he leaves this job, he will be eliminated by the devil hunters. Both Aki and Dunji are shocked to hear this, and they agree to work together. Then Dunji asks Aki if Makima is a good person, to which Aki tells Denji that Makima did not kill you, even after you became a devil, and he once saved my life too. This shows that Makima is a good person, after which Dunji starts living with Aki, and Dunji eats jam on bread, and starts fulfilling his dream. Aki then brings Dunji to work with him. Here some police officers tell them about a dime hidden in the house, but Dens does not understand what this dime is after all. Then Aki tells Dens that when a devil takes over a human body, then he becomes a divan. After hearing these things, Dungi sees the devil, who looked much more dangerous, and after seeing this, Aki asks Dunji to come in his devil form and end this demon. But Dunji ends the demon without coming in the form of the devil at once, and tells Aki that I did not want to give much pain to this demon, so I ended it at once. But after hearing this, Aki gets angry and he starts beating Denj and says that you do not need to sympathize with the Demsons and the devil because these people are not friends with anyone, and a devil like this has killed my entire family, so now you have to be serious about your work and kill the devil without hesitation. So Aki goes away from here. Then Dunji thinks that all my dreams have come true, and that is why I am missing something. Here Dungi thinks a lot about what new dream she should now work hard to fulfill. Then Dens remembers Makima, and Dens now dreams of romancing Makima, and to fulfill it, he thinks about working very seriously. After which Makima introduces Dens to her new partner Power, which was a demon. Here Makima tells Dungi and Aki that power is very dangerous. That's why it stays with you from now on. At the same time, Makima says all these your team, i.e. Public Safety Division Force is an experiment team. And if you people do not work in a good way, then your team will be eliminated as well as Dungy, and Power will be killed after this. Dungy starts patrolling the city with Power to eliminate the devils, but after not finding a single devil for a long time, Power starts losing himself and tells Dungy, "I want to drink blood. Bring blood for me." It is here that Power tells Dungy that I am a demi. Maybe the smell of my blood is not coming to us. Dungy understands that Aki has deliberately sent me with the power so that I do not eliminate any devil and I am removed from the team. Now Dungy gets angry, thinking that even then Power smells the blood of a devil and goes alone to kill the Power Devil. Here, Dungy also goes after him. Then the power destroys the devil with its power in the public zone, and Dungy is also surprised to see this. After this, Makima has to come here, and here, Makima takes care of all the things, and then tells that if the hunters of public safety kill the civilian devils, they can also be jailed, so you will not interfere in the work of any civilian hunter after today. That's why you need to pay attention to it. This is where Power starts blaming Dungy, and says, "Dungy told me to kill the devil." Dungy is shocked to hear this, and here they both start fighting. Then Makima calms them down and says that you both talk to each other properly, and then they both start working together. Then Power sees a cat, and here Dens is thinking that if he does not work well, all his dreams will be incomplete, but Dens finds it very difficult to work with Power. Also here, Power tells Dungy, "If you bring my cat back, I'll let you do whatever you want with me." Hearing this, Dens immediately agrees to save the cat of Power from the devil. After that, Dungy takes Power to rescue the cat. Then on the way, Power tells him that you have to fight the devil alone, otherwise the devil can see me and use my cat as a shield. It is here that Dungy now tells Power about his Pat Pakta and says that Pichata gave me his heart and made me alive, and that is why I think that even today he is still alive somewhere inside me. But Power still does not understand Dungy's emotions. After that, we see Makima, who now comes to some of her seniors, and she Makima about Power and Dungy, to which Makima tells them that Power is very promising and Dungy is very interesting. And hearing this, all the seniors scold her and say that you cannot apply your heart to these devils, so you should focus on training them. After this, Aki also tells his Makima that Denji is a useless boy. You do not know why he seems so interesting and why you trust him so much. This is where the Makima now starts to explain to Aki and says that when the devils come into this world, they all come with their own different names, like Coffee Devil, and from his name, it seems that no Coffee Devil will be so dangerous. Makima says that the more dangerous the devil's name is, the more powerful the devil is, and the Dungy is a chainsaw devil. That is, it is very powerful. Aki tells Makima after hearing all this, Denji does not take his work very seriously, so he is not fit for our mission. On the other hand, we now see Dungy, who comes to the devil's house with Power, but then the Power attacks Dungy and knocks him unconscious, and then the Power pulls the Dungy to the same devil and tells him that I have brought a human at your request. That's why now you leave my cat. Here he sees the bad devil Dungy and shows him his injury and says that this injury has been given to me by a human like you, because of which I am hiding here. Here now this devil drinks the blood coming out of Dungy's mouth, but because Dens was also a devil, this bad devil finds Dens's blood very tasteless, but it heals the injury of the devil, and this devil now goes to them to drink the blood of humans. Seeing this, Dens feels that Aki was right when he told him not to trust a devil. This is where Power also tells Dungy how stupid you are. You believed me so quickly. Right here, Power now asks this bad devil to leave his cat, but this bad devil refuses to do so and says that you gave me so much waste blood, so I will not leave your cat after this devil eats this cat. After that, we are shown the same scene from the past, where when Power first became a blood demon, she was killing everyone, and then she got a cat, and because this cat was so beautiful and innocent, Power was not able to kill this cat and started keeping it with her. But then this bad devil grabbed Power's cat and told Power that if you bring me the blood of a human being, I will leave it. And now the story comes back to the present where Power sees his cat dying, and she is very sad to see this. And she says to Dungy, Now I can understand your emotions. How do you feel? When you've been away from the power was talking that only then this bad devil will eat him too. But all this makes the taste of the bad devil worse. And now this devil says that I will now have to go to the city and eat the children, so that the taste of my mouth can be cured. But then the Dungy hangs on the feet of this devil and starts to heal itself by drinking his blood, and says that even now my deal with power has not been completed, and I will complete it now. After saying this, Dungy takes out his chainsaw and attacks the devil, and here a fight starts between these two, in which Dungy starts hitting this bad devil very badly and cuts off one of his hands. At the same time, the Dungy is protecting the people around it, then this bad devil makes a strange attack on the Dungy with his mouth, due to which the Dungy falls far away, and he gets a lot of injuries. This is where the bad devil now starts to eat a human, but then the Dungy rises again, and the devil is surprised to see this, and then the Dungy tells this devil that from now on, I will cut off whatever comes between my dreams. By saying so much, Dungy starts biting the bad devil, and here Dungy ends up biting the devil. Then we are shown a scene from the past that tells us that when Power's cat was captured by the devil, Power was very upset. And maybe that's why he gave dens to the devil. That is, Power is not bad at heart. And this is where Power and his cat now come out of the devil's stomach, and they were both still alive. Here Power sees himself alive and tells Dungy, "Why did you save my life when I wanted to kill you?" To which Dungy tells Power that I saved your life to touch your oranges as per my deal. Here too, on hearing this, Power asks Dungy to touch himself as per the deal, and it was all like a dream for Dungy. Here Dungy starts to fulfill his dream and was getting very happy. Then a devil comes here and he cuts Dungy's hand and eats it. Dungy is very surprised to see this, and he immediately tells Power to run away from here. But here Power cannot even move his body, and seeing this, Dungy starts to take out the chainsaw from his body, but due to excessive blood flow, the chainsaw does not come out of Dungy's hands, and just a small chainsaw comes out on Dungy's head. As Denji finds himself facing another formidable devil, weakened and vulnerable, we are left wondering if his dream of a better life will ever come true. With Power by his side and the stakes higher than ever, can Denji muster the strength to overcome this new threat, or will his journey come to a tragic end? What do you think will happen next? Will Denji's determination and newfound friendships be enough to turn the tide, or will the devils prove too powerful to defeat? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and stay tuned for more of Denji's epic story.